Angela here from the Student Recreation Center to do our Day 3 Rec It From Home Yoga and Breathing program. Remember to check with your healthcare provider to be sure it's okay to do yoga before you start any kind of practice. So in Day 2, we did our Dirga breath and Ujjayi breath. We added that, and then half sun salutes. We're going to build on that today by adding full sun salutations. I'll show you 2 modifications and then how to do it without any props. The only things you might need are a yoga mat, maybe a blanket to pad your knees, and 2 blocks if you have them, or stacks of books that are about the same size, or could even be like big cans of tomatoes, something where you could rest your hand. That might not be the best thing, but we're doing our best that we can, right? Having your equal size blocks handy. Coming to the top of your mat or the front edge, keeping your feet hip distance apart, and start with your hands to heart center. Inhale, fingers down, wide to the side and overhead. Flip your palms as you inhale your way up. As you exhale, arms wide, hinge and fold, slightly bend your knees, come all the way down until you touch the ground. Inhale up to halfway with a flat back, and then exhale, step your right foot way back. So you kind of shift your weight backward. If you're using blocks, you'll put them here, either in the highest, medium, or lowest setting, whatever best support you. They're shoulder distance apart, so you feel broad across your collarbone. We're gonna look past the front edge of our mat with our chin tucked, and make sure our left knee is right over our left ankle. We don't want to be out here, it could hurt our knee. And if we're too far back, we won't really be getting the full benefits of the lunge, but do that if you have knee pain. We'll come right here to above the ankle. You can always modify further by placing your knee down on a blanket or pad. So, assuming that you're here on your blocks, we'll take a breath in, move the blocks, exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale, step your right foot up. So we're switching our feet, using blocks if you need to. All the same alignment, so your feet are in 2 different lanes like you're on skis. You're lengthening from your heel through the whole leg at the top of your head. If you need to, placing the back knee down. Take another breath in here, exhale, step up, feet back to center, and drop down. Inhale to your halfway, exhale, fold, slightly bend your knees, and on the way up, arms wide, straight out from your shoulders, lead with your heart, coming all the way up. And then exhaling your hands back to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Could be up here, could be out on a block. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back your right foot. Exhale, step back your left foot. Inhale, exhale, step up your right foot. Inhale, exhale, step up the left foot. Inhale to your flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. We'll add one more step, which is a downward facing dog. So let's try it again. This time no props. Inhaling, exhaling, fold. Really trying to keep my hamstrings lengthening, lifting up through my sits bones, pressing through all of my feet. Stepping back, right foot. Take a breath here, up high on the fingertips, broadening across the chest, trying to be light in the hands. Exhale, step back to plank. You could either hollow body lift to down dog, so inhaling here, exhaling all the breath out, and then lifting up, setting up your feet so that they're hip distance apart, knees are bent, hands are shoulder distance apart, middle fingers are straight ahead. Press through all 10 pads of your fingers under the nail bed, all around the ridge of your palm. Broaden across your upper back. Alternatively, you can come from plank to table and then up to down dog. Big inhale, exhale, back to plank. Inhale, exhale, step up your right foot. Inhale, exhale, step up the left fold. And then arms wide, reverse your way up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. So that's it for your day 3, Wreck It From Home morning practice. For our day 3 evening portion, we're gonna do legs up the wall pose. So imagine that you're at a wall. This is just a pillar. It's the best I could do outside, but you could do this against, you could take your pillows off your bed and do it against a headboard, or you could do it on a flat wall in your house or on the back of a door, closed door. So the easiest way to get into the pose is to sit next to the wall with one hip. Use your arms to lower down to your side. Scoot in until you feel your bottom and your hips hit the wall. Then lift one leg up and then the other. Let your shoulder blades slide down the back. And then you can point and flex your toes a few times. And just let yourself settle in here, allowing the sacrum to relax heavily on the ground and your femur bones to weight down into your sacrum. So you feel heavy through the hips. If you start to feel any tingling sensation in your legs or your feet, you can ease out of the pose by sliding your feet down, coming into Baddha Konasana, and then rolling to the side. If you have wider space, you can use this opportunity to do a wide-legged pose, imagining my legs are on the wall. You could place a soft blanket, an inch or so thick, underneath your sacrum, pressing in, sticking something under, and lifting the hips down to get a slight lift through the hips. And while we're here, another thing is if you're getting tingly and too tight close to the wall, you can move your hips back a little bit so you can have your legs out at a bit more of a diagonal. In any case, once you're in your legs up the wall, we're going to start doing our Dirga breath, full yogic breath, and then add your Ujjayi sound. And you can do this for up to 10 minutes before bed, and it will really help with tired, achy legs, leg cramps, swelling in your feet. It eases the strain of sitting at your desk all day or sitting hunched at a computer. It helps lymph to flow out of the lower extremities and gives lets the blood and vital oxygenated blood go up to your organs. It's just a really restorative pose. It's a gentle inversion, and when you're ready to come out, simply slide your feet down the wall, pause here, supporting your knees with your forearms on the ground, or sorry, your upper arms on the ground, and then roll to your side and press your way up to seated, and then you can have a great restful night of sleep. Thank you. Namaste. Hey everyone, Angela here from the Student Recreation Center, and we're on day 4 of Wreck It From Home Yoga and Breathing Program. So congratulations so far for getting through days 1 through 3. I hope you're already breathing more deeply, feeling calmer and more relaxed, and experiencing some better sleep at night. So on day 4, we're just really tying it all in together. Remember, of course, you're checking in with your physician or healthcare provider before starting an exercise program. So pretty much up till now, it's a review. In the morning on the last day, you can pretty much do any combination of movements. So starting with some Dirga and Ujjayi breath, moving into cat-cow pose, any variation, coming up to standing and doing some half sun salutes, and then moving into your full sun salutation, some down dog. And then in the evening, this is the new part, we'll add a new breath called Nadi Shodhana, and then you can end in legs up the wall pose. So let me demonstrate to you Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. For this, you take your hand and place your index finger and middle finger into your palm so that you have your ring finger and your thumb available to gently close the right left nostril and then the left nostril. So it's not really on the nostril, it's more up, slightly above, so that when you press in gently, the breath all channels through one side. So you start with your Dirga breath, move into your Ujjayi breath, so take a few rounds of breath to just soften your belly, sit up tall, roll the shoulders back and down. And after you've taken a few minutes to really center yourself, you'll bring your hand to your nose and begin an inhale through the left side. So close the right, inhale all the way from the belly to the chest through the left. At the top of your inhale, when you're all the way full, you're going to close the left and exhale through the right. Keep the left closed down, inhale back through the right. And then switch, closing the right and exhaling fully through the left. Nice and slow, emptying out completely. Inhaling back through the left. Switching and exhaling through the right. So we continue this exhale, inhale, switch. On an exhale through either side, you can drop your hand down and end. You can always switch hands if your arm gets tired, and do this for as long as you feel comfortable going. It should start to be very calming and relaxing. If you find yourself feeling like you're forcing it, or you're feeling like you can't breathe through one nose or the other, you can just come back to regular Ujjayi breath. Immediately have a very calming and introspective feeling about it. And try to really slow the pace down as slow as you can possibly go, drawing it out, and let the sound of your Ujjayi breath really absorb you in that meditation. If you start rounding out or losing track of what you're doing, try to come back to your breath if you're getting distracted. Remember to sit up tall throughout the whole practice. And when you're finished, take a few just regular breaths in and out without any force or control, just to feel the effects of alternate nostril breathing. Thank you all for practicing with me. Namaste.